All right, welcome back. Once again, we back do another prayer. Wait for the people to join. All right. I don't know how anybody's week was. From last week to this week, hopefully it was better. Hopefully you connected with God a little bit more. Once again, this live is for us to just start to put prayer in our daily lives, get closer connected to God, and just make it a normal thing to do. So, what's the reason for this prayer this week? I'll say the reason for the prayer this week is just really wanting to speak to moral standards. One thing I see a lot is people either lose morals or don't have morals for the things of this world. And a terrible thing about that is I'm reading Ezekiel right now. So um, in Ezekiel, people in Israel thought that the sins of the fathers were unto the children. So in a way, it's kind of a way to push off blame to say like I'm not gonna have to deal with it. For example, the king in that time, he was allowing, he showed his whole armory to the Babylonians, and God let them. And the prophet Jeremiah came and said, you know, basically because you did this, they're going to enslave the generations behind you, and they're going to live in slavery because of you showing all your things to Babylon. And his response was, at least it's not going to happen in my time. So from that, I kind of inferenced that's a little bit about why the people thought the sins would go into to the son, and also from just from Noah when he cursed his son's children Canaan because God already had a blessing on the son, so he could not curse the son. So they that's why I feel like they have the thought that the sins go into the children of the father. But the reason I bring it up is because living immorally, a lot of people they put it on their children now. Like a lot of things that happen in the world or happen online, social media, whatever people accept, they kind of put it on their children to do as well. Like we see kids acting older and older and just into stuff they should not be in at the age that they're in. They haven't made decisions. They're just seeing how their parents run their lives and live, and they go ahead and do the same. So I'm really praying today for not necessarily you, but those around you that are going to watch you. Because if you choose to live your life in a bad way, in a wrong way, and for instance, you have a kid, you have a niece, you have a little brother, kids and children, they kind of idolize the person they grew up with, as their parent, or just people near them generally. And whatever you do becomes their route, their guide to life, and that's how they will start to live. So that's what I'm praying for today. So if you're watching, just bow your heads. All right, dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for blessing us with courage and with giving us a precedence to stand in the face of things that we know are culturally accepted but are wrong. The reason I'm praying this prayer is for us to start to develop morally things that are of you, less of what are of this world. We see a lot of things that happen nowadays that they just accept, and that people in general feel like they have a say so on how they should live, and they're not really scared to sin. In fact, sin is really encouraged and is really dressed up. The past generations, at least now, it's just out in the open because once you start to once you start to let people once you start to allow people to just do evil things near you, around you, it just becomes like the normal. And from that, it starts generational curses. Generational curses aren't things that's just on us, but because of the way we live and allow things around us and our groups, the things we become addicted to, they get passed on to the ones below, below us to the next generation, to our children, to everyone around us. And it just caused a bad infection in the water. And God, you call us to speak life with our tongue and also to live in a good way as well. Because we want to walk the narrow path, not the wider path that everyone go on to hell. We really want to be on the path where when people look at us in our lives, it's something different about them. It's something I don't know how to explain it. It's something they doing that I'm scared to kind of do, but I would love to do it. I would love if it was me doing that. And that's the kind of light we want to bring into this world where people uh, they're gonna be living in darkness. They're gonna be living in sin and living and be doing wrong. But when they look up and see what we're doing, see how we live in our lives, they start to just thirst for it. They start to fiend for it in their soul because I believe everyone does have a feeling within them that they need to get closer to God. It's just that when they don't turn to you, Father, they go to addictions and abusing things that aren't supposed to be there, abusing people just to fill that void that is God sized. And then when that happens, they start to doubt you because of what they decided to do. So I pray today for our moral standing, and I pray today for the way we live to align with you more, because nothing ever comes from living a corrupt life. The evil people, yes, they get to, sometimes we see in the media which really bad, like rappers and things like that, and what's popular right now. So evil is popular, like violence, stealing, killing, shooting. That's fed to us through our music, fed to us through the things in society, and it looks cool. It looks grand. It looks fun. It looks the way to get rich. Looks fast. But when that happens, those people are usually cut down. There's usually never a time where they would live a long life, where they would live a happy life. Even if they live to a long life, they are never happy. They're never fulfilled. They're never satisfied in their soul. There's something missing. If Mammon and his money cannot fix us, if Satan and his fame cannot fix us, the only thing that can is you, Father. I just pray that others wake up and see this. I just pray that we wake up and see this and just stop trying to throw rocks and hide our hands and start turning to you and the ways of you, how we live our lives, instead of trying to get over on people and rob and steal, kill, and destroy. Let us turn away from the evil ways of Satan and start to turn back to you, God. I just pray that when we walk through the day to day and we live our lives, that we don't allow what's popular to become what's true. Because just because something is popular don't make it right. And I pray that we really just focus on how you would see us and how what you say is the right way to do things and the right way to go about things, and not really get peer pressured into doing evil, and recognize that the people around us are meant to grow and go away if they are not in your will. You put people in our lives at certain places for certain reasons, and people who are good in one phase aren't always good for the rest of our lives. Dear Lord, allow us to understand that your will is going to matter way more than anything of these humans' wills, like not even our own. Because when it comes down to us going to heaven or Sheol, you're not gonna want it. We're not gonna want to end up in Sheol. Like it's no coming back for that. It's no it's no second chance. It's no, I messed up here. Let me try again. It wasn't even that bad. No, if we're not living right, if we're not truly with Jesus, like you're going to hell and you're not coming up out of that. You're not gonna just die and stay in a box. You're not just gonna be able to say, at least I'm dead. I'm not gonna feel. I'm not gonna hear. I'm done. I'm gone. No, you're gonna live again. You're either gonna live with God or you're gonna live with Satan. There's no in between. You can't just wander the earth. You can't just stay in the box. You don't have a choice at that point. What you have is the time right now in your life to live correctly. Because if you don't, you're gonna burn for good, bro. And that's what's really sad about it. I really want people to understand, like, you playing with the rest of eternity with how you living. Like you're not just going to do your little evil and go away. The only things that are going to go away is evil in this world. It's going to be trapped underneath the world. Here for a fun time, not a long time. That's a demonic saying. Demons are going to be judged. They are being, they're using us to say things and do things like this, and that's because they want to get their fun before Jesus comes back and put them where they belong. We cannot live like them too because we will be down there with them. Hell wasn't even meant for us in the first place, but we're living like the demons are. And because of that, we're going to enjoy eternity down there with them if we don't change how we live. And it starts with what our morals and what our character is and what we cultivate, what our mouths speak. Do we kill people with our tongue or do we really speak life into them and help them and grow them? And that's the things I pray for, that people understand like you may like games, but the way you live your life is not one. You're gonna have a side to choose. God don't do no lukewarm people. You can't just be in the middle. You either for him or you not. And you know when you for him because he will call you by name. You will be in the Lamb's Book of Life. You will notice the things that other people like aren't what you like. You'll be an outcast. You won't be liked. You're gonna live a harder life, socially and maybe physically. That just proves you're not of this world. Getting everything you want and getting praised by others and getting fame and getting loved by this world and getting liked by everyone that you ever come in contact with may feel good for now, but that's where it's going to end, is here. And everybody that liked you and everybody that said you just like me and call you twin and all that other stuff, you're going to end up in hell with them. It's way stronger and way sadder than you making it seem. Just because you get a little fun right now and feel free, so to speak. Demons want to feel free because they know they actually ain't free. You cannot escape the judgment that's coming to you. So you want to be free for the right now. Living under sin is slavery. You're gonna be a collar around your neck being burnt in hell, dragged to hell because you didn't want to stay within the guidelines that God gives you to actually live a free life. As long as you're in these guidelines, you could do whatever you want to do because you're inside of the guidelines. But while you're out of sin, don't matter what piece of good or what little good you do in your life, it don't account for nothing because you're still living in that sin. And that's what I pray today, is that we don't think it's a balancing act. Like as long as I do enough good, everything gonna work out. It's not how it works. So, Lord, just sit this on people's hearts, let them understand what your true meaning of being like you is, and let us really attain that and look for that, Father. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. I don't know who this helped. I don't know who they came in. But I just hope if you do see this, it hits you on your chest and you live your life a little bit better. You go to God and pray a little bit more, and you know, I see you in heaven. That's what I hope. Peace.